Welcome to Adobe Illustrator CC 2021, Class for Book Chapter 9. This is Part 6 of Adding Type to a Project. So when we left off, we had just barely created our envelope text, our warp text for our title. So now we're going to go ahead and play with some type on a path. So let's go to our selection tool and grab that omega 3. Let's zoom in so we can actually see what's going on. Let's press Command plus, we want to zoom in a little bit. So we just did that. So now let's do our selection of our type tool. And let's move the cursor over the left end of the black path to see the insertion points. So we've got our path here. We want to be over on the left side. You're going to see that we're going to get kind of a curvy cursor, which is our type on a path cursor. So we're going to add some placeholder text. It's ginormous. That's okay. We're going to fix it. So let's go to Window. Let's come down to Type. Let's come down to our paragraph styles to open that up. And let's go ahead now and click Normal Paragraph Style. It's going to make it much smaller. And we're going to type Good for You. With an exclamation point. All right. Now it's going to go ahead and follow the path. So let's do what are we going to do? I'm going to do Select All, Control A. Let's come over to our Properties panel. Let's go ahead and make it the color Strawberry. The font family is Oswald, regular, and let's go ahead and make it 16 points. So we have to actually type in 16. Tab. All right, and on a type, let's go ahead and go to Change Case and make it uppercase. So it's going to make that change for you. And we're going to have our selection tool, and we're going to go ahead and move the pointer over the line to center that text a little bit more. So we're going to kind of grab that and come on. Try it again. So we've got our Good for You. And let's go ahead and drag that so it's a little bit closer, bring it back down. That's not terrible. Use your arrow keys to adjust it a little bit as well. All right. So from the point where you clicked, you can also tell it to align center as well. And that will adjust it on the box as well. I'm going to go ahead and tip it a little bit more. All right, that works for me. All right, so I've got my Good for You. So the next thing we're going to do is convert some of our text to outlines, which means you're actually going to turn your text into a graphic shape. So you can't necessarily, it'll be an art piece instead of a, letter. All right, so let's go to View, and let's do a Fit All in Window. And with our selection tool, let's go ahead and close Paragraph Styles. We're going to grab the word Grilled, and we want to do Edit and then Copy, because we want to actually save a copy in case we need to change it sometime down the way. And then let's do Object, Hide, and Selection. All right, so the original grilled text is there, it's just hidden. So let's do Edit, Paste in Front, and let's do Type, and come down to Create Outlines. And so the text is no longer linked to a particular font, it's now editable artwork. So a lot of times if you're just trying to make sure that you don't lose a font, if you want to make sure that it stays the same way, it's very easy just to convert to outlines. All right, so the next thing we need to do is grab that Serve 6 and add it to our tuna or trout. So let's grab our Serve 6, let's hit Alt and drag. Alt and drag, so I've got a second Serve 6. And let's go ahead, our time. Nope, it didn't copy it. All right, so I need to copy that back over the other one. Not sure what happened. All right. So you can always play with the placement of that one. I'm going to select both of them so they can at least be aligned together. Let's align the bottoms together. And let's go up a little bit. That's better. All right. So I'm going to do a Control S and save. So the last thing we need to do is package to turn it in. So let's go ahead and do a file. Come down here to package. I'm going to make sure I'm in my correct folder. I want to be in lesson number 9. I'm going to go into my desktop, my tutorials for Illustrator. I want to be in my lesson number 9. And select that folder. And instead of folder, I'm going to put the letters PKG. So I have package. And go ahead and package it. Let's go ahead and show it to me. That's fine. All right, so I can see I've got my fonts, I've got my folder, so I'm going to come back one level, do my right click, send to compressed folder. That's going to zip it, and I'm going to go ahead and turn in that zipped file to Canvas. Hope you learned a few things about text today. Have a good one.